Sometimes we act like a fool, not aware we're troublemakers. Sometimes we try to be cool, not being givers, only takers. Stop for a minute, stop and breathe for a minute. Don't get over your head, try to listen instead, won't you? Think for a minute, who you wanna be for a minute. Don't get over your head, you're like everyone else, aren't you? You could gain from being a bit nicer, know when to talk and when to shut your mouth. You're so moody, always such a fighter. Try to open up your mind sometimes, you'll be just fine. You'll be just Sometimes we yell when we're sad, and sometimes we laugh when we're afraid. Sometimes we smile when we're mad, and some lines we wished we'd never said. Stop for a minute, stop and breathe for a minute. Don't get over your head, try to listen instead, won't you? Think for a minute, who you wanna be for a minute. Don't get over your head, you're like everyone else, aren't you? You could gain from being a bit nicer, know when to talk and when to shut your mouth. You're so moody, always such a fighter. Try to open up your mind sometimes, you'll be just
Well, technically now it's the 30th of September. It is Saturday morning. It is 1 o'clock in the morning because I'm just sitting down to film this because I just finished my homework for this week, which is very exciting. Well, almost finished it. I have to wait for my discussion, but I feel like something's wrong because I'm the only one who responded to the discussion question, so now I'm confused if I did something wrong. I don't know. We'll see, won't we? But I wanted to give you an update because I had an excellent writing day today. I'm just pulling on my spreadsheet. But not for the project I thought I would. I wrote 72 words in my romance series, but I got a flash of inspiration. And so many of you have heard me talk about my co-author fantasy book that I'm writing with my best friend Callie. We are writing what has turned into an adult fantasy romance, I suppose, book. It's either a duology or a trilogy. We'll see now that we've changed it from YA to adult, which is something we've done very recently, like within the past week or so. We decided, you know what, this would be so much better if we could just expand the world a lot more than you really can in YA. And we also have aged up our characters a little bit, so they're in their mid-20s. Rather than in their early 20s. And it fits the plot of the story, it fits the ideas that we have a lot better, and we're able to add a lot more elements to this story. I started writing kind of in the way that I normally do, just started writing random scenes that popped into my head, and over the past 2 days, well, technically the 28th and the 29th, I wrote 5,790 words. Right? Yep, that's what I've written the past 2 days. I wrote a solid amount, and honestly, I'm really excited about what we've kind of changed, and the fact that we've changed a lot of things has re-sparked my excitement for this project, which I know is kind of, I'm jumping projects again. I'm not stopping writing the romance, but I'm also at a part in the book again where I am having trouble writing a scene. But I did just finish a chapter today, which is, I didn't write a lot of it, but I did finish the chapter and I did decide to close it out. So I believe, what chapter am I on now? Oh, that's the wrong program. Where is my stuff? If you can hear words, John is playing his game. I'm on to chapter 23 finally. And I'm very excited. We're really getting into the meat of the story. I'm very excited about this. So, this is a chapter that I have written stuff for that I'm going to be snatching because I rewrote this exact scene that's here in a different part of the book. So I don't need it anymore, but I need something else to happen here. So I need to write what does happen here. And it's more of a family, kind of a family development again for my characters. But I'm very excited to write that as well, as much as like, I keep saying it's like, oh, but I'm so excited. I'm very excited about these projects. I really am. And I'm so happy that my passion and my excitement for this fantasy co-author book, which I'm going to be calling Project Forest Fire, it's back. I'm so excited. I'm going to be writing some things I've never written before. I've already written a couple things that I've never written before, and apparently this year is all me discovering how to write types of scenes and new types of characters and trying to figure out, one of the big things I'm trying to work on right now is character voice. Because as I'm writing this romance book, I'm trying to keep in mind the fact that I'm writing from a male point of view and a female point of view. They do not have the same voice. And I'm worried that I've given them very similar voices and I need to switch that and I need to make sure they have their own individual voices. So that is something that's going to be a big part of my first round of edits for this book. But yes. I am still listening to the Writer Dojo podcast, and I just listened to a whole episode on dialogue, and that actually pointed out some really good things to me, and I'm very intrigued about it. So, and I'm trying to keep a lot of what I'm learning in my head, but that's what I have for now. I'm done with my homework. I'm going to pick up a book, and I'm going to read, because I haven't read yet. Today, or yesterday, or the day before. Also, hello and welcome to the vlog. I don't know if I've talked yet. So, if I haven't, hello. Welcome. My name is Sam, and welcome back to my channel. It's all just semantics. I'm gonna go to bed though, because it's 1 a.m. and I'm really tired. And I have girls' day tomorrow, so I'll see, maybe I'll film some of that. Okay, bye. Alright, so I literally just put up a video about the order of this romance series that I'm writing and the characters. And there's one book that I have been struggling to come up with a plot for. Like, I have been struggling with characters. I have not been able to develop them. I've had a lot of trouble doing it. And then today, while I was out with Callie and Brittany and Hannah, having a girls' day, we tried changing one thing. And suddenly it all works better. I don't know how to feel about this thing that I've changed. But it also changes a lot of dynamics in general for my characters. So, Yes, we'll see. I'll keep you updated. Oh boy. Okay. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know about the order anymore. I don't know anymore, and now I'm having a lot of second thoughts. I did come up with a bonus novella that I might do. That would be a lot of fun. So that's a side note. But yeah. Okay, well that's my update right now. But I'm gonna go do actually a little haul because we went to Half Price, Barnes & Noble, and Target. I got some stuff. Let me show you my stuff. Ugh. First off, I got my books back from Callie. So I got My Roommate is a Vampire and Assistant to the Villain, which she read and really enjoyed. And ended up buying her own copies. So yes. Now, from Half Price Books, I got one book. I only got one. Okay? Granted, it's a signed book. I've never seen it before. But technically, they paid me to take it because I got like $19 from them. So, from what I returned, and I didn't use all of that. So they gave me money and gave me a book. Look at that. And that is, I picked up When Stars Became Shadows by Emmy Hamilton, and this is, what caught my interest is that it starts off as this girl is owned by the mafia, and she sneaks away, from the mafia that owns her onto a pirate ship that's owned by the mafia boss's rival. So it's mafia and pirates. And it's a dark romance. And there's a Lord of Lost Souls who drags her into the underworld. So there's a lot going on. But this cover, look at this cover, it's so pretty. I'm kind of obsessed with it. I really think it's really cool. And it is fun. It's signed. Did not meet her, but it is signed, so that's really cool. Picked it up. I'm enjoying. And so this is the only thing I got at Half Price, but I got it. I do not have an organized desk right now. Alright. From Barnes & Noble. I did some damage. Let's start with, I picked up the fourth Five Nights at Freddy FNAF Fazbear Frights book. I have actually read the first book in this series, or in this one, which is called Step Closer. Yeah, this is the Step Closer book. These are, if you haven't been around, these are 3 short stories based off of the world of Five Nights at Freddy's. They involve different Five Nights at Freddy characters, and they're a lot of fun. They're really short, they're really creepy, I really enjoy them. This is the 4th one. I am going to be collecting them and reading them all because I'm enjoying them. I also, because no one has asked me for a while, I did pick up Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I've read Throne of Glass twice. I've read this first book twice. I have not moved on from that. The first time I read Throne of Glass was when it first came out years ago, eons ago, back when it was a real person on the cover. I actually checked it out from my local library, read it, really enjoyed it, planned on picking it up. There wasn't a sequel at the time, so I didn't. I remember this. That's when I started reading these books. I have since read Crescent City, and I reread this one in the plans of reading the whole series and never read the rest of the series. So what I would probably end up doing is I'm probably going to take a weekend or a week, probably a week, when I'm not in school, and I'm going to binge the series. Because I think that's the only way that I'm going to read them all, honestly. I don't think there's another way for me to read them all. I don't think I will do it. Just knowing me, there's too much pressure to read these books, especially ACOTAR. I'm honestly not really looking forward to it. I did not enjoy the first half of the first book of ACOTAR. And people are like, oh, you have to get past the first, 3/4 of the first book. That is not encouraging. Honestly, I have so many books that I need to read, that I want to read. Reading a book because it's popular, where I have to make it through the first bit of the book, and I understand there's a payoff later. That's not appealing to me. if I don't enjoy it. So I'm gonna try all Turn to Glass, and we'll go from there. I also picked up a copy of Wool by Hugh Howey. This is the first book in the Silo series, which is now on Apple TV. I do not have Apple TV, but I am intrigued by this series. I saw an ad for it, actually, for the TV show. And since I've seen the ad, this book has skyrocketed in popularity. I actually talked to one of my coworkers who read it years ago, one of my coworkers at the library, and he highly recommended this series. He said, it's really, really good. It's really well done. This is a dystopian novel where humankind has basically poisoned the air, I believe, or it's sci-fi dystopian, where humankind has basically poisoned all of the air, and we've basically become... we've had to move into this giant silo, and all of humanity now lives there. They've been there for a very long time. I have no idea how long. Yeah, the remnants of humanity live underground in a single silo. But there's basically, whenever someone disobeys the rules, they get sent out of the silo, and someone questions, well, is it still toxic out there without us there? So it's like one of those that has the earth healed itself kind of thing. I think there's like a revolution. There is like a weird like thing in my book that like, there's a line weirdly right here. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like there's a bump in the middle of these where half the pages were cut to one length and half were cut to another. It's a little weird. But makes for some touching. I don't know, feels weird. But pick this one up because I do actually really want to read this series. And there's like a 3-month wait for the books at the library right now. And then I picked up 3 romance books because I have a problem. The first one, I'm really excited. This is The Accidental Pinup by Danielle Jackson. This is the first book, I think it's a duology right now. And this is about rival photographers are forced to collaborate on a body-positive lingerie campaign, but they might have to readjust their focus when sparks fly. And yeah, so that's kind of what it is. She is a boudoir photographer, and he does flashy photography, and basically for once she has to get in front of a camera and kind of do a pinup. So I think this will be so much fun. I believe Hannah read it and she liked it, or she thought it looked adorable, and honestly, it looks so cute. This cover, she's so sexy and adorable. I am in love with it. So yes, very excited. Then I also picked up, again, on Hannah's recommendation, I picked up Love Light Farms by B.K. Borson. This is two best friends fake dating to reach their holiday happily ever after in a romantic, this is a romantic comedy. It's the first book in a series. There are 3 books in the series. I actually picked up the second one that sounded really good, but this is the first one, so best friends to lovers. I enjoy that trope so much, so I'm curious to see what will happen. And it takes place on a farm, so honestly, this just sounds like a Hallmark movie. And you know what? I need those in my life sometimes. Like, book versions of Hallmark movies. Also, I really like this cover. I like that it's kind of like the muted tones, because this is very much more my aesthetic than some of the really bright colored ones, but I'm really in love with this. And you can't tell because we haven't painted anything inside this house yet, so everything is still super, like, white in this house, and it does kind of bother me. I don't like having white walls. It's weird. We have white and light blue walls in this house, and then a giraffe wall. Giraffe wall is staying. But everything else I think is going to end up changing, because I don't really like it. We just haven't gotten around to it. So I need to do that at some point. And the last book that I picked up is Fly With Me by Addie Burke. This is a female-female romance. This follows fly-phobic ER nurse who she's on a plane. Sorry, something in my eye. She ends up on a plane where there is an in-flight medical emergency. She saves somebody, but then gets stuck in the airport hours away from the marathon she's supposed to be running in honor of her brother. Luckily for her, the co-pilot from the plane she was on offers to give her a ride. And then the co-pilot asks if they can fake date. Honestly, it had me at that. Like, that just sounds adorable. I've heard good things about this. So I think this will be really cute. I do want to read more female-female romances. I really do not read enough of these, so hopefully I'll get into some more of these. But those are the books that I picked up. I picked up way too many, as we can see. Then we went to Target. And first thing I picked up was in the dollar section, and this was basically Callie put it in my cart, and this hangs in a window. It will be hanging in a window. I'm just not sure which one yet. It is a skull with sunflowers, and anybody who knows me, I am a sucker for sunflowers. And this is Halloween, and this could be any season, and I absolutely love this. It's so cute, and it was $5. I mean, I also got hot sauce, and I got deodorant, and I got a Celsius. But then these just dropped, I want to say. It's Snow Chica from FNAF. They did a holiday drop. They have Santa Freddy, Elf Bonnie, Gingerbread Foxy, and Snow Chica. And I know Callie just ordered Gingerbread Foxy. And I was tempted to order this one. And then they had it at Target. So it's now mine. I also just got the Moon Man, or the Sun and Moon guy, whatever he is, from FNAF as a Funko as well. So suddenly I have more Funkos again. It's been a while since I've done that. So yeah, that's my haul. That's my update. I'm gonna sit here and stare at my writing for a little while. See if any of it makes sense ever. I don't have to rewrite it all, but I need to rewrite a lot of it. And I accept that, but I'm running out of drive to finish it now, and not just start the rewrite now because of that. So I need to figure out which one I should do. Recommendations, let me know. But that's what I'm kind of struggling with right now. I think I'm gonna keep writing it. Do I keep writing it? I don't know that I do. I don't know that I keep writing this. Because a lot's changed. And it affects the characters, and it affects how this goes about. I think I'm gonna have to start over. Damn it. So, I didn't watch it, but on Tuesday, I want to say it was, Sarah J. Maas did a release interview, which for the third Crescent City book, which she did for the second one as well. We watched it. I didn't watch this one because I haven't read the second Crescent City book yet, and I didn't want to be spoiled, but she apparently made a comment. What's wrong with my eyebrows right now? Jesus. I don't know. One seems thicker than the other. I don't draw. I don't know what's happening. Anyways, she made a comment about the fifth ACOTAR book, about how she had written 200,000 words of this story, went back, looked at it, said, "This is crap," and threw it all away. I'm kind of feeling that right now. So I really need to figure out what I'm doing. Because this is kind of a bit of a bummer. But it's like, it's good, because I also, like, I'm kind of using this now. This is how I'm figuring out the characters. That's what I'm going to be using this first writing of this book. Which I might even change the order. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I really don't know anymore. This is what I get for deciding something while I have ADHD. And I'm a writer and a creator, and I very much am a discovery writer. So I don't plan things out. Or you might call me, like, I'm a pantser, basically. I plan very little before I start writing. And I tried to plan this whole series. And now the characters are like, "Psych! You thought you were right. That's adorable." And now this clip is almost 20 minutes long, so I should wrap it up. I'll figure it out, but I don't know what to do. So I'm gonna stare at this and see if I can figure out what to do. And I will talk to you guys later.
as their job, 9 to 5 and getting drained. They settle for second best, scared to risk what the future might bring. What the future might bring. I hold my breath, waiting for someone to knock at my door, telling me there is more waiting for me. Whoa. If I love you harder than I've ever done before, oh, maybe I belong
I'm eating a
somewhere
purple
above the
Thai.
water.
I'm having thoughts. I had some thoughts about switching one of my books up completely, but that would mean that I have to switch a lot of it. I don't think I need to switch nearly as much as I was going. I think I was going very dramatic, and I think I can be a little less dramatic. So, I will be changing one of the characters. And I think instead of writing 2 male-male romances, one of the romances is not working. I'm having a lot of trouble developing the love interest. I'm having a lot of trouble with it, and it's not working like I want it to. So I started thinking through it as hold on, there's a spider. Bye-bye, Spooter. If I change the love interest to female, and then change one other part of the plot to something else, it works. We'll see, but I'm gonna have to look at it. He's very flamboyant. He's very happy. But he's Spanish as well. I am marrying into a Mexican family, though. They're very happy, very touchy, very excited people. It fits, though. And I feel very racist saying things like this. But I need to, I'm gonna have to figure this out. So as I eat my pukul Thai, I'm gonna brainstorm, but I think I know where I'm going. I think I do. I think so. Cheers. It is October 1st. I've been trying to write, and it's not working very well. I've gotten like 300 words in, I think. It's fine. But I'm having trouble with some scenes, which is not a surprise, but I've skipped ahead because I've done that. I wrote about half of chapter 23, I think it was, and I started chapter 25. I have not touched 26, really, because I'm not sure what to do with that one, or 27. And then 28 is what I'm currently working on right now, and it's really cute. So I'm enjoying that. I will keep working on it. And yes. All right. I will talk to you later. But I wanted to do a little update. So, yes. Okay, that's it. It's been a while since I've talked to you straight out of shower. I even took my ring off. I haven't put it back on because I just got out of the shower on a Tuesday. When I post the video, hasn't it? It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. So, let's talk writing, because I didn't read anything this week. I did not. So far this month, because it's October 3rd today, and it's orange because I have an orange theme going on here, I've actually already written over 3,000 words this month, and I'm pretty happy with that. My chair's having problems. All in my romance story. I got back into it. I did manage to get in, and I finished chapter 22. I got most of chapter 23 written, and I am currently working through chapter 25. So you may have noticed, I don't know that you did notice, there are a couple chapters I have been skipping. And the thing with those is they are in a completely separate point of view that I have not written yet. I just haven't quite figured out the voice yet. I'm getting there. I have some ideas. But yes, I haven't gotten the third point of view yet. But that's okay. We'll get there. But as of Monday, Sunday. On Sunday, I did end up getting some stuff written. I ended up writing a little over 1,000 words. Again, this is still drafting. This is still me writing the zero draft. I have figured out what I'm going to be doing for my other book that I was talking about changing. I'm not changing nearly as much as I had originally planned. When I got this big idea, I kind of talked through it to myself and to a couple people. And I'm going to change part of it. I'm not going to change all of it. But I'm excited for what's going to come. It doesn't mean I have to rewrite everything in this book. It means I have to rewrite certain parts of it, and I may have to portray a character slightly differently. But overall, I think it's going to work. I think it'll be fine. Kudos to those of you who've made it through this entire video. Yesterday I wrote a little over 2,000 words, so pretty happy with my progress. I still keep going. I'm still going to keep going with this. But yes, I know that this video has been all over the place, and it's not actually been a lot of days because I didn't film much this week or last week. It's been a bit of a rough week, not gonna lie. But I got stuff done. I had a lot of homework to do. I haven't been doing homework really as much. Just because I don't think anyone I half expected this to find what I half expected this channel to end up on grad school YouTube, and it ended up on AuthorTube instead. So that's fine. I have no problems with this. I can't write full time right now because I'm in school and I'm working. So yeah, things are happening. I had a couple existential crises this week, so that was fun. I've already had one mental breakdown this semester, so that's great. We're a month in. It's gonna be fun. But my mental breakdown didn't have to do with school. It had to do with work. So, there we go. But, yeah. So far, so good. I'm honestly enjoying what I'm writing. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be cute. I am going to be going out on a limb a bit here, but I think it'll be good. I think it'll work. Fingers crossed it works. Fingers crossed. But I'm going to get ready for work. I have to leave in about half an hour, and I still need lunch, and I need to have breakfast actually still, even though it's 9 o'clock, almost 10 o'clock. I need breakfast because I'm hungry. And I haven't had any coffee yet today either, so we're gonna go do that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment what are you guys working on for Preptober. I do have a Preptober video that will hopefully be going up this week, if not next week. But yeah, also list kind of what the videos you want down below. I'd love to hear. And until next time, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, keep reading, and keep moving forward. Bye.